This is my room, and I'm gonna try to turn this into a proper magical wizard study. See, I like how it looks at the moment. It's dark and it's cozy, but it's also very IKEA fantasy. Look,
IKEA fantasy.
IKEA. And I mean, nothing wrong with that. It just doesn't give off that whimsical vibe, does it? Never heard of an IKEA wizard? Here's the plan. We're gonna tear everything down and build
IKEA wizard
walls everywhere. And I'm thinking lots and lots of bookcases and magical artifacts.
Oh my
I'm thinking
God.
a fireplace over here and a staircase over there, and maybe even a giant fake window at the back. Just think how cool that's gonna look.
Okay, that
Oh,
sounds
and before
pretty
you comment,
cool.
Like, Martina, isn't that technically your studio and not your room? Well, I'm here all the time except for when I sleep, so it's basically my room. Fight me. Of course, both Hans and I will be working on this, and we're gonna get some more help later because this project is huge. Like, a lot of the things we do are huge, but
That is a huge project.
Takes the cake. But first, we gotta remove everything back here. So let's go.
Oh my God. Imagine like
Look how
having the
sad
space to like store it after.
Okay, so I want
It looks great when it's empty. I'd use it to dance.
Just bring it with me wherever I go.
I'd put a
Maybe not
mirror
in the suitcase, but like if we move
there
somewhere,
and
we can just bring it
dance.
with us. Oh shit.
Am I
That should
weird?
be Aaron. He's actually a friend of ours who's a professional set builder, and he's been so kind to agree to help us out for the next couple of days. Hello.
Hello.
Ready to build some
Ah,
walls?
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
bright.
Also,
Yes,
and
go
also
back in the
Hans has
cave.
rented a van, so we can actually bring all the stuff we need over to the workshop.
No, it's too bright. Go back and hide. It's too bright.
Materials check. So now let's build.
I like the music. Da, da, da. Yeah, daylight. I'm gonna have to deal with it tomorrow. I like the color. I really dig
Look
it.
at this. All the walls are done. Oh my God, I can't believe how fast we got all these walls up. Like one day. And these are all just like 2x1 frames with a thin plywood sheet on top. So the challenge now is really to try to take all this plywood and turn it into something that actually looks like a wizard study. How?
How?
Okay, so there's basically three main elements to make. Staircase, window, fireplace. All right, staircase time. So where do we begin?
Alright, so to get the curve on the staircase, we're going to glue up 3 sheets of
No
ply.
shot,
First,
no,
we need to come
come
down
on.
with a table saw.
Let's go.
My cats would freaking love the staircase. The question is like, what's the staircase for? It's just there for no reason. That's so jank. This is like the jankiest
Thank you, tripods,
staircase.
for all your support. Now we gotta take him down.
Okay, so if we are to follow Martina's sketch, we are gonna have to make a lot of books to put in the background. It's not like we've
Decoration.
never made books before, but the thing is, we're gonna make literally
True.
hundreds, and we don't want to waste that much material, let alone the time it would have to take to make hundreds of letterbound books. No, these are pure props. So what I've done here is I have 2 stacks of XPS foam on top of each other that I've glued together using
Wow.
some spray glue, and we have our trusty foam cutter. So let me show you how it works. Let it heat. Once it's heating up, we can just push it through. It's super easy. So what we have to do is we have to
That was
print out some
satisfying.
spines of books, and then we're gonna glue them onto the foam, and then hopefully we have something that can resemble the back of a book. So let's go do that.
That is so scum.
Paper. There we have it. It almost looks like a prop from a video game because it has like these dragged out textures, but it's fast.
I
And
mean-
now we just have to make 100 more of these. Yay.
Good morning, everyone. It's
That's
day
still
3
cool
in
though.
my plywood mansion. Very beautiful, very well decorated. For some reason, Nori is just in love with these steps. He keeps
What you mean
running
for
up and
some
down them all
reason?
the time.
Freaking cats
you.
and animals would
we
love
completed
that.
the entire base for the staircase yesterday, and Aaron also put together the fireplace. Oh my God!
Oh my god, what the
Very
heck?
fireproof plywood fireplace. So what we're gonna begin with today is the window. We gotta cut it out.
That's kind of cool. Yo, I want a hammer to do that.
Now that we have the hole cut, we're just gonna remove these beams and try to
I need to
reinforce
buy
it
a
little bit
hammer.
on
I
the
don't
back.
have one. I only have a schnitzel hammer. And I need to like
I have a
install.
super fancy design planned out for this, which we're gonna make in foam. But before we can do that, we have to figure out how to make
Cupboard.
the foam look.
But I have
like
no
wood.
hammer.
Okay, so I think I finally know how to make the wood that we want to make. It's a bit complicated, it's a few steps, but bear with me. So the first thing I did
that
to make
wood
the
looks
texture
cool,
was to
though.
use a wire brush along with a box knife to make the deeper grooves. Then to make it a bit more structural, I used some PVA glue along with some orangey color for
That
the
is-
darker parts, and then a sandy paint for the lighter brown one. And then on top, we just use a
Bruh.
bit darker paint to make it pop, along with some black wash and a regular old dry brush. So that's how we made the wood. That I've done it once, we just have to do it a million more times to basically cover up the entire room that we're building. This is gonna be fun.
God damn. That's really freaking cool. Like the creativity of doing that is, oh my god, that's so cool. But also like, oh my goodness. God. Yeah. I'm in shock. I don't think I would have the patience to do something
We've cut and
fake
textured
decorated.
so much foam, and now it's time to assemble it. This is the fun part. Let's go.
Like, look at that. The entire thing looks freaking amazing. Okay, the scuffed staircase is not as scuffed anymore either. I'd honestly build this for real instead of the facade. Yeah, that's what I'm like. I get it that she only wants it for a while, right? As a
Been
a set.
over a week of only texturing and cutting foam, but it's finally starting to look like something. The thing is though, we still have two main problems left. The window and the fireplace. I just feel like I need a little break from all the foam work. Starting to get a little old at this point. So I'm gonna sleep on those problems, and in the meantime start working on some of the details, which I'm so excited about. Okay, so one of the main elements I've thought a lot about is I really want to make like a bronze statue. I just really think it fits that, you know, library wizard vibe. And this ties in perfectly with the ad for today's video, which is Which Song Miniatures. They really got some absolutely amazing miniature models, like super high in detail. And I just thought this sunlight seraph dust was just beautiful. I mean, look at the silhouette of that thing. Can you imagine that in bronze? I've actually already printed the main body. We gotta clean this up. Oh god. It's almost too big for the Hansi. I need some help. I thought the whole thing would fit.
That's what she said!
Ooh. The whole point was I tried to make this as large as I could for the printer we have. You obviously don't need a giant 3D printer to print Which Songs miniatures. Really, their models are perfect whether you already know a lot of 3D printing or nothing. Like
I know
just getting
nothing
started.
about
Now,
3D
what I think
printing.
is cool
I'd
about
love
Which Song
to.
is that you can subscribe for only $1 a month, and in return you get a single hyper-detailed model, including a stat sheet for tabletop gaming, if that's your thing. And I mean, their models are just beautiful. Like, have a look for yourself. Look at that. I mean, it needs a little bit of
They're kinda
cleanup on
cool.
the sides here. I'm just gonna sand it away a little bit. Normally I'd put this in the UV curing chamber, but Yeah, no. So we'll put you outside. There you go, little friend. Enjoy your tanning. Which song have also been so kind that they've given all of you nerd forgers a bunch of free miniatures if you sign up for their $1 monthly subscription. So if you do, what you'll get is, of course, the June monthly miniature model to be revealed, as well as the Ascended Great Wolf and the Faceless Queen as part of the welcome pack. But since you're one of us,
That wolf
you
is so
also get
cool.
these 4 amazing additional models for free. That's awesome. And also, if you want, you can download the
$1.
Faceless King for free without signing up or anything, so
And
you can check them out
cutting
first.
it yourself.
You should be good now.
Printing
Get some
it yourself
paint
for
on.
me.
Base coat is dry, so let's paint. First, we cover everything in dark brown. Just airbrush it.
This is so
over the place, and
creative.
we're
I
left
feel
with
like
something that kind of looks like chocolate. Don't need it, Martina. Stop. I then mixed up this really nice, dirty yellow brown mid-tone. And kind of just brushed it on pretty heavily
indeed.
everywhere, just avoiding the little nooks and crannies, because I don't want this to look like literal. And a final touch, adding some bronze metallic paint on all the little high points to make it shiny. Oh my god, I was so tempted to just like smack on a bunch of this, but in this case, for once, I think less is more. And you know, I think the result turned out really realistic.
I
And
like
boom,
that, yeah.
It's bronze, baby! One final note
That's
about
pretty
Whetstone
cool.
Miniatures is that once a year they like to do a charity project for a cause in need. And this
I'm
year
not-
they asked
I'm not
us to
crazy
pick the
about, like,
charity. We
bronze
decided on
generally,
Give Well,
but it
so
looks
starting
cool.
from today throughout the end of the month, for every subscription which Song Miniatures gets, $1 will be donated to Give Well. They're an amazing cause, and I think it's a really cool opportunity to spend $1 on something cool and at the same time donate to charity. So thank you so much to Witch Song Miniatures, you're awesome, and if you're interested, make sure to check out their My Mini Factory page and join their tribe. I'll leave a link to it down below. So that's one decoration piece down, and we're gonna make a lot more later. But now, let's sort out this window and fireplace. All right,
like
our
a
mission is to make a
microphone.
detailed window. Step 1, we find a design. We got it. Step 2, divide the design into 6 parts and let our laser do the work. Perfect. Thanks, William. Step 3,
What the
join the parts
heck?
together, cut it to size,
That
and
laser
insert
is
it
so
into the
cool.
slot.
What the fudge?
This window is my favorite thing in this entire place. It still has to dry up because I've
I'm
added some acrylic
jealous.
filler around the edges just to fill in some gaps. And I also have to complete the little half-moon windows
thing
on the
looks
side.
so
But before we do that,
badass.
let's attack the fireplace. There's basically
My window
3 main
looks like
elements
shit
to this fireplace.
compared.
Down here, we're gonna have some square stones. On here, we're gonna have a wooden mantelpiece. All the way
Can
up
we get
here,
cool
we're gonna have
laser?
individual little cobblestones. We know how to make the wood, so we basically just have
I'd
to
like
figure
that.
out how to make stone. Okay, let's just begin with something easy, covering this whole bottom part.
I'd like
in full.
that.
Break it down.
Ears crunchy.
Main shape
Ah.
done. So now we just
My
need to make
skin is
stones. What I'm thinking,
crawling.
instead of like cutting this into individual stones, I'll just take a saw, cut a strip, and then carve individual breaks between the cuts. Should be pretty easy.
Pretty easy, she says. Jesus
We got our
Christ.
main layout ready, so
I
I
mean,
think
that
I'm just
looks
gonna take all of
cool.
this down,
It's just
lay it
like-
out flat, and then do some more carving on the stones.
It's like random carving. Ooh, I like the
See,
texturizing
before,
of
after.
it.
I really just like cut off the corners here, so
Like
they're a
cutting
bit
the
more
corners
angled.
and
They
rounding
already
them
look
a bit.
a
It
lot
looks
more like
really
stone.
cool.
We need
You
more
don't like the
texture.
squeaky
got
sounds?
myself
I
a
don't
rock,
mind
now
them. It's just like when it's
so
unexpected.
much better. I also cut out this round
like that
shape for the
editing.
cobblestone, and I'm thinking we can just texture it the same way.
Like it just makes my skin crawl. Like it just raises the hairs on my
That looks so good.
skin.
We're gonna
Ah.
need a ridiculous amount of cobblestones to cover up this entire thing. So I'm gonna ask Hansi and Aaron to help me out making all the stones, texturing everything, and then we can assemble the fireplace. Let's go!
This is really cool. I like how they just beat it down with a hammer. How do you even get started with this? Look at how cool it is. Creating all these props and everything.
Okay, so recently we've been to Andy X's studio where he showed us something called virtual production. If you haven't seen the result of that, you should definitely check it out. Turned out super cool. But I really want to make something similar in our studio. So the idea is basically that we're gonna stick a screen in there, like a television or something, and the background on that television is gonna be tracked along with the camera, so it looks like it's actually appearing like a window over there. The thing is, I don't really know anything about virtual production or VR at all, so I have a friend helping me. This is Nils. He's gonna help me set up everything, and hopefully we can get it all done.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are mostly finished setting up everything we need for our 3D background. Like we have the trackers in the ceiling, Nils is working on the software, everything is looking good. The only thing we're missing is an actual 3D background. And we're gonna use Unreal Engine to make that. I just don't know how to use Unreal Engine, so that's kind of a problem. Oh wait, is that William Foucher? Hey William!
God damn it.
Hey, do you want to help me with my virtual production setup?
Sure, why not?
Yes, awesome! We got him! Okay, so William is a super talented VFX artist, and he actually scanned our entire 30K brick castle and turned it into a 3D model. You should definitely check his video out on that, because it's super cool. Hey William!
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome!
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, let's get this ball rolling.
So, they're making a fake 3D view for the
Homework is complete! Finally, so let me show you around my nice little purple castle.
Oh my
Beginning over here.
goodness.
You can see
Those
we've started
look so
to add some books in the
good.
shelves. We're gonna try to like fill everything here. Down here, of course, we have the fireplace. We have a little more to add on the inside here, but I think the stone texture turned out so
Jesus,
nice.
it
And also
looks so
up here, we
good.
have all the cobblestone that we just put some sculpt mold in between to kind of blend them together. And then, of course, we have the beautiful beams going to the ceiling. Oh, so nice. And my favorite, the window. Oh,
The window
I'm
looks
super
so
happy with how
good.
the little half moon windows turn out as well. Then we have the bench here. Aaron made a nice little alchemy stand. And of course we have our curved stairs, textured steps that you can actually walk on. Oh, I forgot, almost. The bench. Look at that bench. So we just cut it down a bit and added some legs to the front. And I think it looks so cool and so like massive. Oh, I can't believe all
I'm
the
not sure
homework
about
is done and we are
massive,
ready to paint.
but-
There's just a couple things we have to find first. We're gonna need a lot of decoration items. We already have some books and stuff to put on the
But
shelf.
this is,
I
like,
also
so
wanna, put
badass.
a lot of clutter in there and just cover
And
up the
all of
walls.
that
So I'm
is
gonna go
made
to a
with,
couple of
like-
secondhand stores and see if I can find some cool stuff.
Like, it's all fake!
Alright,
I'm
first
just
up, our
like, it
mission
looks
is
so
to try
good
to find some
already.
gold frames
My
and
mind
maybe
is
some cool decoration
shattered.
items. There's so many people here. I'm very awkward. Tell me. Okay, found the frames. These are perfect. I'm gonna have them all. Yes. Look at all those frames.
How many frames are you buying, woman?
Incredible. Do you see what I see? That's a
Oh, I
cauldron
see what
stand.
you see. Yeah, it is a
Yes.
cauldron stand.
Oh,
Nice.
yes. Marita Brukthandel, 10 out of 10. Really cool store. Hello, I have brought frames.
We're
Look at these
watching,
frames. They're so pretty.
what's it called?
Oh,
A wizard study.
I
Yeah.
know. Now that's what I call a
We're watching
successful
how a
quest.
wizard study was
All
built.
those beautiful frames. We have these nice metal handles, some potion bottles, and a bunch of these tiny little cauldrons.
Oh my god,
What do you think,
potion
Tori?
bottles.
Great
I'm a
success.
sucker for
I think we
those.
have all the decoration pieces we need, and my god, I cannot wait to put it inside the final set. And you know what that means? It means it is finally time for the painting! Yes! Let's go!
Oh boy. The painting, the part where you're like, oh shit, what happens if I screw everything up? Oh my goodness, it's looking so good already. Oh, I love their color
Base coat is
choice.
done, so now it's time for the mid-tones.
It's looking so good, chat. That's really, really cool. There's always a thing called
And now, time for the
masking.
wash.
True. Holy shit, that really brings the stairs. That's like really making the stairs come to life.
And now we dry brush.
I am nowhere near this level, chat. I'm not that creative. I'd like to be, but yeah. Ooh. What the hell? A splattered book? That's so cool. Oh, scrolls. I'm a sucker for scrolls. Little tiny bottles and details and shit. Bruh. You can always practice with miniatures, it's true.
Finally. Seriously, we've been working for 3 weeks on building this set. 90% of the time it's looked like all the ugly stages. There's been so many long ugly stages and it felt like it would never be good, but it turned out so nice in the end. I have no idea how many books we have. There's probably hundreds. So many potions, so many scrolls, so many picture frames. I feel like everywhere you look there's something to look at.
In Germany.
I want my house to look like this now.
What kind of question is that?
Don't do it, Martina. Seriously. And my favorite part? The window. Pick up the camera.
Oh my god, look at that window.
Oh, it looks so good on the viewfinder. It looks so
Whoa.
good. And just think about the potential. Think about so many backgrounds we can make. Oh my god. Are you ready to see the final result? I know I am.
That's so
Huge thanks
crazy.
to Aaron, Nils, and Will for helping us out. This would never have been possible without them. And Aaron and his friend Nate recently made this ridiculous giant fork. It's super cool. So
I'm
check
just
it out.
like,
Just a little
I
side
need
note.
to
This
pick up
whole
my
project
jaw
wasn't
from
really
the
just about
floor.
having a cool room. I wanted to challenge myself in building something big and challenging myself creatively, emotionally, and just trying new techniques and learning new things. And
It
kind of what
looks
started this whole thing was
amazing.
after we went to Universal, we saw all these amazing sets, and I had to make something myself. It's definitely been such a fun and frustrating and
holy.
awesome experience, and I'm super happy we went through with it. And finally, thank you so much to our patrons for continuing to support us. You guys are awesome, and maybe, just maybe, you might find
It
one
took
of your
3
names
weeks,
on the book here.
Excellion.
And now, it is time! Let's have a look at the final result!
Wow. Wow. Hold me, chat. I'm jealous. Oh my god, the fireplace. Yo. I mean, she had help, right? It's not just one person. Not to mention she knows what she's doing, which, again, I wouldn't even know where to buy foam, let alone how to do anything with it. Like, holy shit, it looks so sick. I wanna live there. I wanna live there, it looks so freaking sick, it's so cool. Wow.